This remains the position of the campaign. This election is not over. A week after Election Day, Joe Biden has been certified as the winner in exactly 0 states.
It's an embarrassment. It will not help the president's legacy.
A war of words as President-elect Joe Biden reportedly weighs legal action as President Trump refuses to concede until his own court battle is fought. What is each campaign's legal path forward? Joining us now, Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right, let's dive right in. Can Joe Biden successfully sue to force the Trump administration to begin this transition of power?
Well, he can try. The precedent isn't good. He can always get an anti-Trump judge to do anything these days. But in 2000, during the dispute between Bush and Gore, the Clinton administration didn't allow the transition for President Bush, who did win early on, according to the counts, to proceed until mid-December after the Supreme Court ruled. So I don't think he can force his way into power effectively by having a Trump administration official bless his disputed election at this point.
Yeah, that's right. Disputed indeed, because the Trump campaign has active lawsuits in Arizona, Michigan, Nevada, and Pennsylvania. That lawsuit in Georgia was dismissed. In your opinion, does the president have a path forward? Do you think that anything could be gained from this in the end?
Well, I mean, if he keeps the presidency, that would be a big gain for him.
Is that possible right now?
There's substantial concerns about fraud in Pennsylvania. I think that's a serious lawsuit. The other opportunities are to have the state legislatures step in, and that you need a political fight there to confirm one way or another whether these post-election counting was proper. In Pennsylvania, it's a Republican-controlled legislature. Same in Georgia. Same in Arizona. They have independent authority to appoint electors, and then ultimately Congress gets to decide which electors to accept or not. So if the president so chose, he could really push this far.
Yeah, the election not over until mid-December, so the fight continues. Meantime, Andrew McCabe was grilled by the Senate Judiciary Committee yesterday, and he said he would not have signed the Carter Page warrant if he knew what he knows now, meaning he knew that there were fraudulent mistakes in it. Is that a good enough excuse? Do you think he should have known?
Oh, I don't think he's telling the truth. He did know, and he signed it anyway. And we already know that he's a liar. He was fired from the FBI for lying under oath and not under oath. So he covers both bases. And then later, he knew, for instance, General Flynn had done nothing wrong, yet he endorsed and authorized continued investigation of him for violating the Logan Act. And, of course, Joe Biden was all into that as well. The Logan Act, a law that is really never used. It's supposed to prohibit private persons from communicating or setting up their own foreign policy, which is what Joe Biden is doing now. He's not violating the Logan Act. General Flynn wasn't violating the Logan Act, yet this guy, Andrew McCabe, targeted Trump with this illicit spying. He was warned about the veracity of the sourcing behind it and the suspicious nature of it. He didn't tell the court any of it. And frankly, what he did tell the court was on its face absurd, and he should have known just based on the information given to him that this was a joke. But it was all about politics and using his powers in the FBI to target someone, namely President Trump, in unprecedented ways. I want to know where the heck Durham's been through all this. It's now after the election. Still no word what he's thought about this or what he's going to do.
Yeah, it was certainly quite the moment when I think it was Ted Cruz, if I'm not mistaken, brought up Ben Rhodes and said, listen, General Flynn's life was ruined because of this phone call he had after President Trump became, President-elect Trump, and he was talking to a Russian ambassador, slammed with a Logan Act violation, and yet Ben Rhodes has already said that the Trump team they're talking to foreign leaders as well. So does that violate the Logan Act as well? It doesn't seem to be the case.
Joe Biden specifically pushed that theory of the law, according to notes, about yes. Flynn. Is he going to apply it to himself?
Yeah, absolutely. No, we hear you there. Thank you so much for your analysis. We appreciate it.